ICM 135th, Monty's Office Caravan, the challenge. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, it's really good to have you with us. One of my favourite war films was called I Was Monty's Double, where they employed an actor to become a decoy to replace Montgomery and to keep him safe. This video has sort of inspired me. There's an iconic scene in it where Monty walks down the steps of his caravan. And I thought to myself, wouldn't it be great to recreate that moment, but to do it in a really clever way? As you can see, the figure is not photographed in black and white. It's painted that way. Okay, let's get into the review. And just keep that in mind as we look at this and see if you can enjoy with me the task I have set myself. So there's the box. It's a standard ICM box with 3 different paint schemes. I'm going to do the green version, although obviously it's not going to be green. Let's just have a quick look through the instructions. I love ICM kits because they're simple and complicated at the same time. Really nice instructions, loads of history about the vehicle on the front. And you can see it's based on a Leyland Retriever, but with obviously a different back on it. Monty had 3 caravans, one he lived in, one which was just full of maps, and then this one which was his office. So the instructions start with sprue maps, as they normally do, and this will give you an initial view of just how many parts there are to this kit. It's got a full interior, lots of wood panelling inside. So yeah, 5 pages of sprue maps, and then we're on to the build, and it's a nice little ladder chassis to start with. And so I'm just going to whistle through this. It's got an engine in it. It's not hugely detailed, and as you know, if you've been watching my channel for a while, I really hate any engines. There's the steering rack going in on the front wheels, and then the rear wheels. So it's a 6-wheeled machine, which is unusual in itself. There's the cab, quite a simple cab. Obviously the main work is going to be around the back. There is one small bit of photo etch for the radiator grille. It's got a really odd placement for the fuel tank, which is really high up but behind the cab. Can't imagine it was much fun putting fuel into it. And then here we go, this is the interior. So all the internal walls are in. There's a big leather sofa that takes up the room. And don't forget, I'm going to be painting this in various shades of grey. At the far end of the rear compartment, so closest to the cab, there's a small bathroom with a sink and a mirror. Yeah, so you see how much fun this is going to be. I've got to do all. It was like a dark varnished oak, so all that is going to have to be done in various shades of grey. So this has been I've been thinking about this for a long time. There's the sink and the mirror. it looks like it's going to be a really nice kit. And as I say, I'm going to make it really complicated. You got to challenge yourself though. That's where all the fun comes from. So there you go, that's the supporting structure to attach it to the chassis. And the final mudguards going in. It's all coming together now. The scene in the film that I remember was him walking down the steps that are on the back of this vehicle. And there are the steps going in. There's like a canvas canopy over the top. And then finally there's 2 pieces to cut out, which is the lino for the bathroom and then a rug for his office. But obviously I can't use them because they're in colour. Here are the 3 schemes that it recommends. So there's a desert one. There's one from Tripoli. And then there's the dark green German one. The only reason I'm going for the German one is because it will allow me to do some grey static grass and grey scenery. Okay, let's have a quick look in the box. First of all, look at all that plastic. So many sprues, so many parts. Really, really well filled box. I'm not going to go through every sprue. We'll just go through a few that I'll pick out once I can get this plastic opened. There we go. I really can't get over the number of parts that are in here and the level of detail as well. But we'll come on to that. Now there are a few parts just floating around in the packet, partly due to them being overpacked, I think. There's obviously the interior walls, the nice wood panelling. There's no wood grain effects, so we're going to have to do that with some paint effects, grey paint effects. Let's get these all out now. And as I say, there are a couple of parts floating about, so I'm going to have to match them. There they are. To the sprues. And with the level of detail on these kits is really good. You can see the leaf springs there, lots of bolts and rivets, and that sort of thing. It's not really very easy to see. There's some windows frames there. So this is just a really quick look. There are the wheels. Nice level of detail on them. That part has broken. That's the fuel line. So we're going to have to repair that, but that's not too much of an issue. Again, they're just so tightly packed. There's the engine. Hate engines. And then this is the cab. So yeah, it's going to be a challenge. There's the big canopy, so I've got to do canvas texturing, but only in grey. There's obviously the interior wall with the door and the floor. So it's actually going to be quite a reasonably sized kit. With having the extra set of wheels, it's going to have a longer wheelbase than most of the trucks that I've built. There are the tyres. They look pretty good. There is a slight line around them, but we can soon get rid of that. I haven't quite worked out how I'm going to weather the wheels, because obviously normally I would use some pigments, but I'm going to have to find a different way of doing that. And there are all the windows, lots of windows, because it had windows down both sides of the rear compartment. And there's the one part of photo etch and the two loose bits. And then here are the decals. Again, I don't know what I'm going to do with these, because obviously they're in colour. The pictures are a really nice touch. They're all the sort of generals that he admired. So they were around in pitch frames around the inside of his office to inspire him. Thankfully, they're all in black and white, so we can use those, apart from one that we're going to have to convert to black and white. So I have made a start, started with the chassis. It's just the first bit being cut out, as I always like to start my videos. What do you think, guys? Am I taking on too much? It is going to be a challenge, I admit that, but I have messed around with this in the past, and obviously painted that figure just to see if it would work. There's the chassis built up, there's the engine. I'd really be interested to hear what you think down in the comments. I think we'll probably leave it there for this week. So let me know in the comments what you think. Please subscribe if you don't want to miss this, and don't forget to turn your notifications on so you get every bit. Yeah, wish me luck. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you again soon. Bye.